guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, middle, and high school age. We are in our 12th year homeschooling this year. I help you implement systems and strategies in order to overcome the chaos and cultivate simplicity in your home and homeschool. Today, I am going to be sharing a week of daily plans. So this is just the first of the next 5 or 6 days. And it is January 9th, the first day back to homeschool for us after our very long winter break, which was absolutely amazing. And I woke up very late this morning. I have said repeatedly that I wake up without an alarm, and typically I do. Today I did set an alarm for 5:30. Just on my watch because I wanted to make sure that I would get up, and I needed that. That's the first time I've used an alarm probably in 6 or 7 months. Occasionally I will set an alarm if I know that we have to be somewhere, but primarily I just wake up on my own. Last night I was reading late. I'm reading from Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata, and I have like an hour left of the book, so I kept reading. I wasn't really tired, so there you go. But I was smart yesterday and did all of my lists for the kids, so that is done. I have not really done my AM routine at all. I have my coffee and I'm sitting down to write out my list for today. But today is actually going to be primarily focused on homeschool. I don't think that I have too much stuff to do today. Well, there's always a ton of stuff that I can do. I do need to do laundry. And I write down laundry almost every day, even though I have repeatedly said that I don't do a load of laundry every day. I don't. I mean, I do like a couple of loads of laundry. I don't know what's going on with our laundry situation. Anyways, I do need to make bread today. I made soup yesterday, which is what we will probably have for dinner tonight, but I will make bread. We'll have that for lunch. And then we need to homeschool, and we are jumping right back in. Typically, I love a slow start. And in fact, I had thought that the day that you're seeing this video would be a homeschool plan with me video instead of a week of daily plans. But I realized that I don't know how our rhythm is going to go. And in fact, that is actually my focus for this week, my homeschool rhythm. Yeah. Oh my goodness, guys. I do want to check in on my goals. And actually, one of the things this year, I started using a 7x9 daily planner from Erin Condren. I have been using the A5 for like the past year and several months, and I moved to the 7x9 because I'm using the home planner from Passionate Penny Pincher as my weekly planner slash home planner slash financial planner. And so I still wanted to put all of my goal stuff in my Erin Condren planner because I'm not using a goal planner besides my notebook this year. Like, I'm not using an actual goal planner like from Cultivate What Matters or from Moxie Life or whatever. So I wasn't sure how I would feel about having this in my daily planner, but I actually really like it because when I'm doing my lists in the morning, I can kind of flip back and forth and just make sure that I'm on track. You'll see that I've done absolutely nothing in my monthly action items. This past week has just been really rest for me, which I think I needed. So I was up at my alarm went off at 5:30, but by the time I got downstairs, it was like 5:45. And I did part of my morning routine, which was really, what time is it? It's 6:45 right now, which was just oil pulling and checking in with Maine Homeschool Network and answering a couple of emails. I had hoped to do my Bible reading this morning. I've been doing that for 12 or 14 days now in a row. I have not had a chance to do it yet. I will most likely, when I'm done planning, I will sit down and do that. I'm really enjoying that. And we have our Monday meeting at 8 today. I already told all the kids that they needed to be up and ready to go for 8 o'clock. Emma is downstairs running on the treadmill right now. She got up nice and early so she could get her 3 miles in, and everybody else is still asleep. So I want to check in on goals. Monday meeting is usually, it's not going to take me that long, probably about 30 minutes, and then I am going to do school with Lucy at 9, but the homeschool block is going to be, I think, until 12. I don't know how we're going to do this morning. We are doing read alouds with Jack and Emma at 10. So I hope to be done with school with Lucy by 10, which I should be. We will still have a little bit of read aloud stuff to do, but all of her sit down work stuff should be done between 9 and 10. This will probably go until 11:30. And then they'll have a little bit of extra time to finish up stuff, and then we will do lunch. So homeschool, so right after the Monday meeting is when I'm going to make bread. It doesn't take me too long to throw all that together, but then if I get it to rise by 9, second rise by 11, so it should be done around 12 or 12:30. Okay, so I want to check in on my goals. I have my video already scheduled to post today. My email is going out today. I don't think I will have any time to record anything today, and I'm not sure what the afternoon is going to hold because I don't know how much work the kids will get done in the morning. This is usually their very focused work, like math. For Emma, it's math, Spanish, biology. In the afternoon after lunch, I'm going to sit down and do Emma's extra subjects. So I will put Emma here, and then we'll probably do that from 1 to 2. Email goes out at like 8, I think. Okay. So one of the things that I am working on this month is my AM and PM routines. And so my hope is that this afternoon I can sit down and really write out my AM routine list and my PM routine list. And I've kind of figured out that I really have a very basic AM routine list. It's essentially morning hygiene stuff, oil pulling, coffee, Bible, checking in with my Facebook group, and answering some emails. All of that takes me just about an hour. And so depending on when I get up, I could have a lot of time after that, or I could have very little time. And so what my AM routine list, it really needs to be what happens after I do my bare minimum, which are the things that I do every single day regardless. They are just built-in habits that I do, because what can end up happening is I will either go on the news and watch the news, or listen to the news. I don't really watch TV, but I listen to it on, like I listen to CNBC in the morning, or I will just veg out on social media, which is not helpful. But part of that is because we don't have like a set start time for school, and part of that was because our schedule was so variable in the fall semester. So I'm hoping that I am able to, in the next couple of weeks, figure out an exact start time for school. I've never been one to wake up my kids in the morning or say you have to be doing X at 8 o'clock. Besides having our Monday meeting, that's typically the only time thing that I do on Mondays, but not the rest of the week. So I don't know. And then my PM routine, I'm struggling with that too. I'm not really sure what I want to do, because at the end of the day, I just don't want to do anything. So I need to come up with a list that I can check off that is visible to me, like physically next to my bed or something, so that I can check off all of the things. And I'm not there yet because I don't know what I want to do. All right, so I need to make bread. Soup is for dinner. I have like a ton of really ripe bananas, so I need to make banana muffins. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. Maybe Lucy and I will do that like after I do bread. I have a Target order that needs to be picked up, but Matt might do that for me. And then we still have Christmas presents in the house that need to go to friends. Christmas presents, and I actually still need to mail some presents to my nieces. So there's that. Maybe I'll text my friend and see if she's available today to have us bring Christmas presents over. Okay, I need to finish my reading journal, edit. Don't know if I will do that today. And then I have my monthly reset video that I need to edit for Friday. I don't know if I'm going to get to that today either, but it's possible that I will get to those things. So that is my Monday, and I may add more stuff in the afternoon depending on how school goes today, but you will see how it is in a couple of seconds when I go over how Monday went. Happy Tuesday, friends. So today, well, let's go over yesterday first. It's 6:45. I'm not awake yet. I'm barely awake today. I did work on my AM and PM routine yesterday. Actually, last night I was able to sit down and kind of write out some of the ideas that I have, some of my established habits already, and then write down a few of the other things that I want to accomplish. I just wanted to get those lists down so I had an idea. My AM routine is pretty set out, and it takes me about an hour. I do just about every single one of those things every day, although I say that, and Bible is on my list. Yesterday I did not do Bible when I got up, and today I have not done Bible. Yesterday I actually did it in the afternoon, and today I will probably do the same. For the past 2 days I have not woken up on my own. I have woken up with my watch alarm. I just set an alarm for 5:30. Typically I wake up at least 5 minutes before that, but not the past couple of days. I'm very tired for some reason. But I did get everything done that I had planned to do. We ended up going to friends at 3 yesterday afternoon, so that took up a good chunk of the afternoon, and then we came home and had dinner, and it was time for bed. So that was a pretty successful day. We had a good day, first day back to homeschool, and yes, so today is Tuesday. One thing that I meant to do yesterday was to return my library book. I read, I can't write and talk at the same time. Return my library book. I read The Future is Analog by David Sachs, which going into it, I thought was going to be a really interesting book, and it was really interesting, but some of the things that he said were just so contrary to what I believe as a homeschooler, specifically in his education chapter, that it was really funny. I forgot to put beans in to soak last night, so I need to do that this morning. I almost always forget to soak my beans overnight, so I just boil them for 2 minutes and let them sit on the stove for an hour, just in the hot water. And then I put them in the crock pot, and we are going to do chili for dinner. I need to also make rice today. So I was up at 5:30, not very successfully. My AM routine this morning was coffee. It's been a rough week so far for actually completing my AM routine. I am doing some of those things, but not all of them. Like this morning, I literally have only made coffee, and I clearly, if you can hear me, I need to be drinking more of it right now. Emma is up and she is running. We are going to start homeschool again at 8 because that was really good yesterday. So I'm going to put our homeschool block until 12, 8 to 12. Read alouds are going to be at 10. Lucy's school is going to be first thing in the morning. So I need to return my library book. I need to do some laundry that I didn't get to yesterday. I had a couple of loads yesterday and I only ended up doing one. I do want to check on my goals again. I did yesterday. In fact, let's look at them right now. I did start to make my list. I did start to make this list. I don't think this is the right color. Weekly rhythm, started to work on that. January budget, let's just be realistic. The no spend rules have gone out the window because I have spent on if you watched my plan with me from last week, we purchased a movie, and we got Minecraft on Emma's iPad. Yesterday, I just bought a new crate for Lucy, like a milk crate for her homeschool stuff. Emma and Jack already have one. don't know if I need to count this stuff. See, this is why I really need to do the no spend rules, because some of these things, like the movie, we didn't need that, but yeah, I need to do the January budget. I have not done anything with the declutter projects. I don't know why I keep struggling with this. It's like I want to do these things, but I feel like I need to set aside a whole day instead of like 20 minutes. So maybe I just need to fix my thinking. Unsubscribe from email lists. I did a ton of that. And I also did the Facebook groups. Well, some of them. Planning day, no tech one weekend. Okay. Did the read, I did the spin track, did picture yesterday, picture sort I also did yesterday. So ideally today I will start working on the pantry and the armoires. One of our armoires has like our junk drawer in it, where it keeps all of our batteries and like tea light candles and all of that stuff. So I do want to go through that because I'm hoping to get rid of those armoires soonish. We shall see. This will be lunch, and then Emma, and hopefully she will be done by 2. Yesterday she took about an hour and a half for lunch and to go for a run, but hopefully she'll finish her run this morning and she won't have to do it in the afternoon, and then hopefully I can work on projects. I'm going to say projects from here because I need a little bit more time to transition from doing school with Emma and getting things cleaned up to working on my projects. I also need to finish my reading journal edit for tomorrow. I need to edit my monthly reset. These were both on my list for yesterday. When I'm editing, I don't have any time for other stuff because it takes a good amount of time for me to work on editing. Now, I just have not figured out how to manage editing within my normal day. So I end up doing it like either late at night or really early in the morning. But ideally I would have some sort of time on the weekend where the kids and Matt are just doing their own thing that I could work on this stuff. I have not figured it out yet, but you know, we'll see. Okay, so pantry, armoires, I have to return my library book. I think that is all that I'm going to put on my list for right now. I did just check goals, but I would like to, oh, you know what? I do have to just do a final check on our last budget and make sure that all the bills have been paid, which I think they have, and then get things set up for our next pay period. So that is Tuesday. Happy Wednesday, friends. It is Wednesday the 11th, so let's go over yesterday. Yesterday, again, I woke up to my alarm. Now, I've said this so many times, but I'm just going to keep repeating myself. I typically do not wake up to an alarm. I do have an alarm set on my watch for the latest that I want to get up, which is typically 5:30. A lot of times I will just turn it off at night. It's just a recurring alarm if I feel like I need to have an alarm, which I did on Monday because it was our first day back to homeschool. Yesterday, because I woke up to my alarm on Monday, I also kept it set for yesterday and I woke up to it. This morning I was up at 4:30, so it wasn't needed. But yesterday I had an abbreviated AM routine. We did do homeschool during our homeschool block. Homeschool is going really well. The kids are being super diligent. They have their lists. We had our Monday meeting. When we do those things, our week goes much smoother. It just works better if I am prepped and ready on Sunday and have everything ready to go on Monday to discuss with the kids. They know the expectation. So it went well. Read alouds are going great. We had lunch. I finished up with Emma in the afternoon, and then I did say that I was going to do projects in the afternoon, and I had thought that I would do these two things, the pantry and the armoire, but I ended up editing videos, and so that was the bulk of my afternoon. So when I am editing videos, I'm not doing home projects, and video editing is it's a single task. There's nothing else that I can be doing while I'm editing because I'm using, visual senses to see the video, and I'm listening to all that I'm talking about. So I have to figure out a better way to get things balanced. It's very difficult to balance the video editing and the projects. I love the editing and I need to do the projects, and they are actually a little bit fun. But anyways, I did my quick soak for the beans and I made chili for dinner, so it was a very successful day. When I'm on top of things, it just goes well. That it's not every single day, but the past couple of days have been quite good. So today is Wednesday the 11th. I put things down that I can check off that I've already done just because I want to keep track of them, and also quick win, easy win when I can check off something that I've already done. Today is my reading journal setup video, so I have that scheduled to post, but I want to share that. I'll leave a link in the description box if you're interested. It was quite the process, and I only got January set up. I still need to do February through December. I was up at 4:30 a.m. routine. I did not do my oil pulling this morning, which I should have, and it is 6:45, which is kind of funny. I've been doing my planning at 6:45 pretty much every day. We're going to have chili again for dinner, but I do want to make rice and make rice pudding this afternoon for the kids. Today I was supposed to return my library book yesterday because it was due. Totally forgot in the afternoon. After we finished school, I was going to run out, and then I just got absorbed into other things, so it is what it is. Put my homeschool block. These blocks are working really well for me right now. Doing school with Lucy first thing in the morning, that just works the best. Read alouds are going well. Yesterday I did read alouds, and then they also watched a documentary, so that was a little bit longer yesterday, but that's okay. Today, what are my projects for today? I need to finish adding music to my monthly reset. This is the reset that I did right at the end of December. So obviously it's for January, it's a little bit late, and then I need to post that. I need to film my homeschool cart, and not homeschool cart. I need to film my homeschool milk crate video. I haven't decided if that is just going to go in my Patreon community, which hopefully will be launching soon. I should probably take a look at that too. Stay tuned if you haven't heard about that already. There will be information forthcoming. My home projects last week were supposed to be the pantry and the armoires, and I've written them down a couple of times already, but I have not actually done them. Tomorrow is our screen-free day, so I feel like I'll have a little bit more time to work on those things, but maybe I won't. I'm not sure. I need to look at my home projects and needs list. I have talked about a no spend for 2023, and I don't think, maybe I just need to set the rules as to I don't want to spend on a lot of extra food things or going out to eat or like extra books, or I'm not really sure, because as I'm going through our spending and what we are spending and what we have spent in January, it's really the only thing that we've purchased that we did not need to purchase was we bought Top Gun Maverick. And so everything else that I have purchased are things that we need, and to me it's like I need a line in the sand where I say we're not spending anything on anything. And that's just not realistic. So I have been trying to cut way back, but yeah, we'll see. So I need to go over the home projects and needs list. I did finish up our budget yesterday, and then what is the other thing that I needed to do? I really want to start taking a look at the taxes. I try to do our taxes as early as possible. I don't get a lot of my tax paperwork until February, but I have a pretty good handle on all of my business information ahead of time, and I just need to wait to get the actual files before I can file. So if I can spend a little bit of time working on that, that would be good. And then I think that I do want to work on the armoires today. I don't know how realistic that is. I really don't. There's a lot of stuff that I want to get done, but this homeschool stuff is taking so much of my time by the afternoon. I'm not really able to invest energy into the projects because I'm so spent from spending so much time doing homeschooling. But the armoires should be relatively easy. I just need to take everything out of the armoires, and if I can bring a table from downstairs, that would be helpful. And the other thing that I want to do that we have not done yet is take down the Christmas ornaments. I know most people already have their Christmas trees put away. They've moved back into normal life. We leave our stuff up way late. I thought that we would do it last weekend, and I'm not even sure we're going to take our trees down. I have a feeling that we'll just leave the trees and the lights up, probably until Matt's birthday in February, but you know, whatever. But if I can get all the other Christmas decorations down, that would probably be a good thing. So maybe we will work on those two things today. Okay, so this is my Wednesday. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Today is Thursday. Let's take a look at yesterday. I actually had a really productive day yesterday, which was nice. The kids actually finished school by, I think, 12:30. Emma and I finished all of our work, so we didn't have anything in the afternoon, and I mainly worked on some cleaning projects that I had. I did make bread as well as rice pudding yesterday. I didn't make enough rice for fried rice, so I have to make rice again today, but I was up super early yesterday. We did our homeschool, we did read alouds, and I worked on projects in the afternoon. I don't think I had written this down yesterday. Maybe I did. I took down the Christmas ornaments. I worked on one of the armoires. I worked on my 1 bag a day challenge that I'm trying to do this month, where I'm just getting rid of stuff that we do not need anymore. Totally forgot to return my library book again. It is like 4 days late. It's, it is what it is. I did do my home projects / needs list. I worked on my taxes some. That was not like physically doing my taxes, just gathering information. I didn't really work on any video editing stuff, which I should have done. Today is our screen-free day, so I had hoped to get my monthly reset uploaded to YouTube for tomorrow, but I haven't done that yet. Yes, so it's super late this morning, almost 8 o'clock. I slept in until 6:30 today. I have done nothing for my morning routine. I did drink a cup of coffee. This is my second cup of coffee. I did actually take a shower though, because we have the furnace guy coming this morning at some point. I don't know when, and that makes it really hard to plan out my day. So today is our screen-free day. This is our second week of having a screen-free day. I'm really excited about it, although my husband told me, our furnace guy texted my husband yesterday and said that he was available today to come in to clean our furnace. So that was not my plan for today. My plan was to really deep dive on a bunch of projects, but now I'm kind of not sure what I'm going to be doing because it is almost 8 and the kids have to get started with homeschool, but I don't feel like I can really get too much done until after he comes. So I do need to do some laundry. I want to make some rice again today because I want to have fried rice. That was the whole reason at the beginning of the week that I wanted to make rice. I made bread yesterday, so I don't need to do that. We are eating like 2 loaves of bread every 2 days when I make bread, which is fine. It doesn't take long to make bread, but my kids are just ravenous for the homemade bread. Return library book. I really need to do that. I'm hoping as soon as the guy is done with the furnace, we can get out to do that. Of course, the kids want to also go into the library, which I don't really have time for today. I need to go over my content calendar. I haven't decided if I want to give myself a pass on filming videos. Well, obviously I'm filming right now. I don't know if that counts as a screen or not. I haven't figured that out because I'm not really allowing my kids to do that. They love to create movies and animations and that kind of stuff. and they're very creative, but I'm trying to step away from technology, I guess, for the day. But it's also a good day for me to work on videos because I don't have any other distractions. But yeah, I'm not sure that I will be doing any of that today, mainly because I don't know when the guy is going to be here. But I think in the afternoon, I will probably have time for projects because I am assuming he will be here early. I want to do the entryway armoire, and I also want to start on the pantry, which was last week's project in my home management planner, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But I think that if I could get the pantry done and also clean off the counters. My counters are clean, but I have like this corner between my sink and my refrigerator. It's a really deep corner space, but it's not really accessible for much. It's kind of wasted counter space. I can't use it, but I think what I'm going to do, right now it just has winter squash that I grew in the garden and it's just sitting on the counter, which it sits there and it doesn't spoil, and so I leave it, although I probably could put it in the basement. It would probably last longer, but it's mid-January and I think I just cured my spaghetti squash really well this year. So I don't know. It is living just fine on the counter, but I think I'm going to move that stuff and put my mixer and my, I have like a glass container that has rice and a glass container that has sugar. I have a huge bucket for flour. It fits 25 pounds of flour in it, so that obviously cannot go on the counter. I used to keep my flour in a large like glass container that fit about 10 pounds of flour in it, but I moved to just a giant bucket because I use it so often, but it might be better to have another glass jar. I'm not sure, but I'm trying to figure out, because all of that stuff is in my pantry at the moment. And I think when I lived at our other house, we had a lot more counter space. And so I was able to have like a section with my mixer and some of my baking stuff that was out of the way, but available. So I think I kind of want to use the corner counter space for that. I don't know. But anyways, so I want to clean off the counters and move some things around, clean out the pantry. I do also want to work on my goals and get my budget. I know that I put budget down almost every day for the past like 6 weeks. I think I've talked about it so much in my vlogs and everything. It's just ridiculous. I was looking, we have chickens, and so we get our eggs from our chickens, but I went online to see what the price of eggs is at our local grocery store, and it's $9 for 18 eggs. And that is insane to me, to have eggs be that expensive. I was completely thrown off. I knew that they were getting more expensive, and chicken feed is expensive, but we get between 9 and 11 eggs a day, and we use a lot of them for baking, for eating. There are 5 of us, so if we each have an egg sandwich, that's 10 eggs, in one day. So we use a lot of them, but I'm kind of thinking that I want to sell some of our eggs, maybe to friends, at like $5 for an 18 pack, and that would cover our feed for the month if we sold like 2 a week, I think. So I don't know. Yeah, so I want to go over the budget and just look at the food budget again, because coming up next week, it'll be the first week that we are in our new pay period. So I just want to finalize things. Also, because I wasn't expecting the furnace guy to come today and I have to pay for that. So I need to make sure that I am pulling money from the right places and figure out if I'm going to be doing any cash, and also reevaluate my no spend stuff. I don't know, maybe I should do a whole financial video, because I've really reconsidered my no spend, because after I made my home projects and needs list yesterday, I realized that we do need a lot of things, and that's kind of why I've been wanting to save so much money this year, because I know that we have some specific things that we need to do car repairs, new water heater. I'd like to get a kitchen island, which is one of the things that we had planned to do when we first moved into this house, and then COVID threw that off. So just some savings projects that I have, and I thought a no spend would help me save a little bit faster, but my no spend really is going to be like a reduce spend for home goods, not home goods because I don't buy decorative things for my house, but like the cleaning products, maybe reducing our paper towel usage, going back to more cloth, which I do a lot of, like knitted rags and stuff like that. Reducing our grocery bill, which again is very challenging to do. I'm trying to manage what is the exact things that I can purchase and make enough meals for the week, which is part of the reason that we've gone back to making bread, because just everything is so expensive. That was a lot about budgeting. So I'm constantly looking at the budget. I'm just kind of obsessive about it at the moment. And then I did also want to go through my goals because I'm feeling really good about my progress this month so far for my goals. Weekly rhythm is just about done. January budget and no spend, home planner projects, declutter projects. I haven't really worked on these. I finished my unsubscribe. I have unsubscribed to so many email lists, and I've also gone through every single one of my Facebook groups and deleted all the ones that I haven't really done anything with lately. So I will go in and see what kind of activity they have probably towards the end of the month, maybe on my planning day, and for my monthly reset, and just see if there are any others. And now if I get an email that I don't want, I just immediately unsubscribe. So budget check-in I already did this week. Expense tracking I've been doing. Weekly declutter projects. I did the armoire yesterday. Homeschool planning, I'm working on that. And today is our screen-free day. So, and it is the 12th. I did my AM routine. I didn't really do it today. Reading, spend tracking, 1 bag a day, picture a day I've done, picture sort. I've been doing better at this. I think this is going to be more of my PM routine stuff. At the end of the day, I'm just quickly going through my pictures to make sure that I'm doing all of the things. Anyways, so I just want to make sure that I am getting stuff done that I want to get done, and I am. So it's, so I'm getting the stuff done that I need to, which is good. And I think that I can add some more stuff. Look at Q1. Because you just never know how the month is going to go. And so far, things have been going well. We haven't really been out of the house this week. I've mainly been focusing on getting us back into a homeschool rhythm. And we've been doing that so good. The kids have been so diligent, and I'm so happy with all of the effort that they've put into it. So I think we're going to just continue working on that. And it's been, excuse me, it's been working really well for me to do Lucy's school at 9 until 10. Sometimes we start a little bit earlier, and then doing read alouds at 10, and Emma and Jack start at 8, and they do school, their individual subjects, math, language arts, mechanics for Jack, and their writing projects, and Emma's Spanish and geometry and such. So it's working out really well to do this, and then lunch at 12 or 12:30, and then me working on projects in the afternoon, and the kids having their own time in the afternoon. See, I want to film this Patreon video that it's like an introduction to the 3 tiers that I'm going to be doing for Patreon, but I'm still kind of undecided. Even though I'm filming this today, this was already on the schedule. I don't know if I'm going to be working on other videos today or if I'm just going to do home projects. So that's kind of up in the air. That was a lot of talking for Thursday, guys, but this is where I'm at for the day. And now I'm going to finish my coffee and wait for the guy to get here and hopefully get the kids going on school. Happy Friday, friends. It is 20 past 8 right now, and I am so tired. I have a splitting headache. The weather is doing a number on me today. Okay, so yesterday was our screen-free day. We were supposed to have the furnace guy come in the morning. He did not end up coming until the afternoon, and it kind of threw my whole day off. I'm not sure if you have this struggle or if it's just me. When I'm waiting around for somebody to come to the house to do something, whether it's cable or whether it's electricity or the furnace or whatever it is, it really throws a wrench in my day because I'm just waiting and there never seems to be a specific time that people are going to show up. And it drives me insane. It just really threw my day off yesterday. It was our screen-free day, and that went excellent. My kids have been doing so well. This is our second week having a screen-free day. I know that may sound silly, that a lot of you may not do screens at all in your home during the school week. That isn't us. I've always been very supportive of my kids using technology for their creative interests and passions. So we do spend a lot of time on technology, and they don't spend an awful lot of time just on technology mindlessly doing, like, just watching YouTube. That would be me. I'm the one that mindlessly watches YouTube, but they're usually very productive and creative with their time on their screens. But I wanted to have a little bit less time, a little bit more analog time. Last week was our first week trying that. It went great. Yesterday was really good as well. However, because my day was kind of thrown off with the furnace guy, I did not end up working on my projects in the afternoon. After he left and I got everything, put back together and got the kids back into their homeschool routine, because we were not as productive in the morning as we normally are. The kids were, I was not. So I did school with Lucy. I did not do read alouds until later in the day, and then we were just sitting and just having conversation, and we read some and we worked on some new ideas for things, the kids and I. So I did not do any of this stuff. I didn't even leave the house. It started snowing yesterday afternoon, and so I didn't want to go outside and drive anywhere. I didn't do the other armoire, I didn't start the pantry, and I didn't clean off the counters. So it is what it is. Yesterday was just kind of like it was a good day, but it wasn't like a productive day, and that's okay. It wasn't productive in my home projects idea of things, but with the kids, I feel like it's also really good to sit and have those conversations and just like chat with them. And so that's what we did a lot of yesterday. And so not exactly what I had planned, but still pretty good. And I had woken up late yesterday morning, and so I was rushing around trying to get ready and get a shower and get everything ready so that I could be ready for the guy to get here for the furnace first thing in the morning, and then he didn't. So because I didn't do my morning routine, I think that also kind of threw me for a loop. Oh, it is what it is. Oh, and I also wanted to mention, somebody had left a comment asking what my setup was for my top-down videos, and so I took a picture. It's not like a huge thing, but I took a picture, and I'll insert it here, and this is just how I do my top-down videos. I have this contraption attached to my desk that my husband got me for Christmas several years ago, and I just I record with my phone unless I have enough time to grab my nice camera, and then I will get my nice camera set up, but that is less often these days, and it's more often that I just use my iPhone to record because it's just easier. Yesterday was just a cluster. It was not a great productive day for me. So today is Friday the 13th, which is always awesome. I need to get out and do the chicken chores, and it is pouring rain. They probably will not come out of the coop because it's raining. Actually, that's not true. They do come out when it's raining. It's less likely when it's snowing. I did not wake up early today. I think I might have gotten up at 6:30. I really have not finished my morning routine. I did coffee. I've only had one cup, and which is why I'm kind of like unaware at the moment. And I did check in with Maine Homeschool Network, and I am doing planning now, but I need to still do my Bible. There have been a couple of days this week that I've done my Bible in the afternoon instead of first thing in the morning, and that's mainly because I've not been getting up as early. In almost all of my videos over the past couple of months, I've mentioned that I don't wake up with an alarm, and I usually don't. However, on Monday I did, and on Tuesday I did, and then I just let myself, on Wednesday I was up super early, and then yesterday I woke up late, and today I woke up late. Not that 6:30 is super late, but it kind of feels like it. I need to make pizza dough for dinner, and I need milk at the grocery store, but I don't think I'm going out today to get milk. I also need chicken feed. Chicken feed, scratch, and pine shavings for the chicken coop. I might actually need some straw as well for their run, because the rain, our winter has been so strange. We haven't really had any snow, but it has been raining a lot, and the ground gets pretty frozen still, because it has been super cold on a lot of days, but then it warms up just enough to rain, and then we do have quite wet spots in the backyard. It's already 8:30. Emma is doing school. Jack is asleep. Lucy is awake. I probably should go wake up Jack as of right now. That's okay. Today is a lighter homeschool day for them. I don't do as much with read alouds and stuff. I still do them, but it's not as in depth. It's just a little bit less today. So they will mainly work on the homeschool stuff that I assigned this morning, and then their own projects in the afternoon. I did laundry yesterday, but I did not fold it, so I need to do that. I need to vacuum. I think one of the kids has vacuum on their chores today, but if they don't, then I need to do it. And I do want to start the pantry today. I've been saying it for a couple of weeks now. It needs to happen. And then I also want to do the junk drawer in the armoire. It's a mess. I organize it, but then everybody in my family goes in and just like digs through to get stuff like batteries and such, and then it just becomes a mess. So I need to work on that. And then I also want to, oh man, am I gonna have time to do this stuff? I don't know. I exported my monthly reset yesterday or last night after I got the music added to it. Even though it was screen-free day, I did cheat a little bit. And so I need to add in the links and then schedule that to post soonish, like in 20 minutes. And then I also need to send out my email, which usually I get up early and write out my email early in the morning. I did not do that, so it's going to go out later this morning. And I also want to record the Patreon. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. I wrote it yesterday too, and I didn't. I'm still unsure on how screen-free days are going to work for me, because camera is technically not a screen, but I also my kids aren't recording their own little videos or like stop motion or music videos. I don't know. I need to write some more parameters for that, but I do want to do the Patreon intro video. I was hoping to do that to send out in my email today. That's not happening. I may not do it until tomorrow. And you can probably hear my dog snoring as well, so sorry about that. Let's see. I'm not going to wash the floors today because it's raining outside. I'm going to put projects again in the afternoon. I kind of like having this projects block. It kind of keeps me on track to say, okay, this is when I'm going to work on a little bit more in-depth projects. Now, during other parts of the week, I'm doing school with Emma a little bit later. So the project time is not as much, and I still have to do dinner in here. Probably not going to be able to send my email until after lunch. All right, so here's my Friday. I don't have like a ton going on. Again, I think I've mentioned this many times throughout this video that this week is really my get back into a homeschool rhythm week. We haven't been going anywhere. We haven't been doing anything outside of the house, and the kids have been super good with getting back on track with homeschool, which is amazing. I'm super pleased with that. So that has really been my focus. And so my projects and stuff have kind of fallen off a bit, but I did get a lot done on Wednesday. I was really productive, getting the armoire and the old TV stand cleaned out, and getting the ornaments off the trees and stuff. So if I can just focus today on getting school done this morning, and then my projects in the afternoon, I might make a lot of progress on this stuff. So that is where we are at for Friday the 13th. I don't know if I will end up coming back and telling you how Friday goes. I will try and do that. I wanted to come back in well, it's like 3:30 right now. We have had a really good day. We did homeschool. I did school with Lucy, and I have been working on my projects this afternoon. I am pretty much done with my pantry. I cleaned it all out, and I'll have a video later in the week of that process, but I need to make a list of what I actually want to use for bins in the pantry and just kind of see what I have in there. And surprisingly, there's not a whole lot that I'm keeping in there, and I think that I could probably be keeping some other stuff. We buy our pasta in bulk, so that's in the basement, and I just bring it up when we need it, so maybe I could keep a little bit more up here. I am not going to do the junk drawer for the armoire this afternoon. Instead, I am going to sit down and read a book, and Emma is going out to run because it's 50 degrees. January 13th. I mean, this is really crazy weather, but I just wanted to give a little bit of an update of how my day is going. And then sign off. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about how I'm doing things, how I'm time blocking or anything like that, please leave a comment and let me know, or you can always email me. My contact form is in the description box. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks guys, bye.